it? Where is it? Where is it?
The Wilds. The untamed land of Alfhalme where no law is upheld and no archfey claims rulership. The bridge between the true archfey and the unseelie, where the courtless reside. Lycanthropes and changelings for the most part, the latter of which we see here, harassing a poor and innocent little pixie.
Will you fuck off? I shouldn't have said anything. I didn't say anything. I've just decided it never happened. Ah! You little fucker!
I'm gonna get ya!
Changelings are rather curious creatures, pale and without identity. Descendants of the long-cursed fae who eons ago broke free of the courts of Alfhalme. While the majority, in a somewhat contradictory move, formed their own court of the unseelie, many others remained wild and untethered from rule and order. These creatures bear no identity of their own, no names, no connections to one another. Some are born, some simply take shape from the rocks and trees and run off into the wilds, guided by their base whims and desire for feeling joy, excitement, and all the things that come from the chaos that Fae are known for. They often...
Gotcha!
Well, I guess we'll continue the lore another time.
Get your disgusting mitts off me, you freak! You fetid pustule! Let me go!
Not until you tell me where it is! I'm bored of this place! I want to go somewhere new! And you said you knew where a veil to another land was, and next you're gonna say where it is!
The changeling gives the pixie a little shake.
You are a real piece of work, aren't you, Nameless? You're so much bigger than me. Shaking me like that could fucking kill me! Fine. Better I never have to see your mangy asshole in these forests again.
Keeping the pixie in their grasp, the changeling plops themselves down onto the soft grass, eagerly awaiting the directions like a child waiting for a bedtime story.
It's in the choking vastness, in the mouth of one of the grinning trees.
I don't think so. I've played there for decades and never seen any other land hidden in a tree. Tell me the truth!
I am! It's not my fault. You're too fucking dense to notice what's right in front of you. Now let me go!
Nah, I think I'll bring you along for now. Here we go!
The changeling whips up off the ground like a blur and rushes off into the tree line, the pixie held in their grasp letting off a stream of expletives as the two vanish into the brush. The choking vastness isn't far at all, yet it's the very concept of far, so distant and so grand that its sheer size is minuscule. What can I say? It's the Fey realm. What's important is that the changeling and pixie come barreling into the thick, misty woods of the vastness only a couple moments later. And with the pixie's direction, the changeling finds the grinning tree it spoke of.
80! That one, with the wide open mouth!
The changeling saw now the grinning tree they were led to. A thick, gnarled tree with natural breaks in the bark that resembled a twisted face. This one in particular looks almost like it should be snapped in half, as it bears a wide opening in the trunk where a mouth would be in the face, with the broken bark resembling 8 jagged teeth. The opening was dark, the inside of the tree barely visible. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I don't see anything.
Well, that would be because you're apparently fucking blind. Honestly, just let me go and step into the mouth so you can be someone else's problem, Nameless.
The changeling gave the pixie a dubious and sarcastic smile as they began to loosen their grip, before taking their thumb and pressing the pixie into a droplet of sap from the tree.
You little cretin! You fucker! I hope they hunt you down like the monster you are!
The changeling just chuckled at the stuck pixie. as they stepped into the mouth of the grinning tree, the torrent of insults becoming quickly muffled as the darkness within the tree smothered all light and sound, all sounds besides a deep, sucking noise as the changeling vanished with a pop. It was the air. The air felt different. Alfhalme was chaotic, certainly, but this world, the air was busy, humming with thoughts and voices, self-important, the idea of purpose without substance. It was welcoming. All the people bustling and hustling, pretending, faking. They had no more identity than the changeling did.
Perfect.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?